My name is Lenard Pratt. Last rank was Chief Petty Officer. I enlisted in January of 1965. Went to boot camp at Great Lakes. Following that, went to Radarman A School. And following that, went to Inshore Undersea Warfare Group, Long Beach, California, which is a shore duty command. And following that, got orders to Vietnam. Went to PCF training in Coronado, California. However, I did my SEER training on the East Coast at Camp AP Hill in Virginia in November, which was cold, and I actually had a really good time with that until we got to the POW camp, and I survived that. And then when I ended up in Coronado, went through PCF training, and first boat assigned to in country was the PCF 57 at Chulai. That was in July of 1967. Boat officer was Lieutenant J.G. Pope, who made lieutenant while we were over there, and I was a second-class radarman. And we had boatswain mate Davis, who is now deceased, gunner's mate Joe Knoll, which we have not been able to find or locate. We have no idea where he is. The engineman was Warren Angus, who we did locate, and he has been on several reunions. And he happens to live on the same street that my wife grew up on. So every time I get back to my hometown, which is Jeanette, Pennsylvania, I go visit him. He did not make this reunion because he's on oxygen and on a little scooter. So he has some health problems, but I will go see him probably in June. In I Corps, it was mostly coastal patrol. We patrolled anywhere from the shoreline to 20 miles out. There was only one other occasion we actually went up the river, which was south of the Batanga Peninsula. There was a Vietnamese Navy base that got overrun, and we went up that river and went to the Vietnamese Navy base, and we picked up a Vietnamese Navy casualty and took him back to Chulai, and later found out that he was deceased. Most of the time was board and search of sampans and junks. These little guys in these little basket boats, which were probably maybe 5 or 6 feet across, way out at sea, 10 or 15 miles out at sea, all by themselves, and all they had was an oar, and they fished with hand lines. And how they got it must have taken them all day to get out there and then all night to get back. But that was pretty amazing to see those, just one little guy in a little basket boat. We had to fight the weather, heavy seas. That kept us busy. But the normal patrols without anything happening was pretty boring. There wasn't much to do to pass the time but smoke and eat whatever we had on board. Which actually we ate pretty good because we had a little galley on the boat, and 2 of the guys were pretty good cooks, and so we ate pretty well.